Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Breaker, Podchaser, Pocket Cast, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 60 coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched Cruella. It is the most recent Disney live action reimagining is what they call it. It's another villain origin story that they've done before, man. It stars Emma Stone, Emma Thompson, Joel Fry, Emily Beecham, Paul Walter Hauser, Kirby Howell-Baptiste, and Mark Strong. It is directed by Craig Gillespie. I should have looked up his filmography before I jumped into this video, before I hit record, but he directed I, Tonya off top of my head. So, as I said, this is to 101 Dalmatians what Maleficent is to Sleeping Beauty. It is the antagonist origin story. I was always interested. As soon as they said Emma Stone playing Cruella de Vil, I was in. And I was interested. The more stills and releases and marketing and the more trailers that I saw, the more excited I got. I was looking forward to this as much as any movie I've watched this year by today. And I really liked this movie. I have one issue with this movie, and I thought the cast was great. Craig Gillespie, the writers, did a great job at getting you to sympathize or root for Cruella de Vil. I rewatched the 1961 101 Dalmatians. I watched 101 and 102 Dalmatians with Glenn Close. 102 is dog shit. But this movie is brilliant at getting you to sympathize with Cruella de Vil. You get the child Cruella. They take liberties and they put their own spin. It's fine. Because keep it funky. The 1961 movie doesn't give you Cruella backstory. It's just that her and Anita were classmates. And then she worships furs, blah, blah, blah. And then they flipped it in the 1996 live action adaptation that Anita was Cruella's employee. But it still boiled down to wanting to skin the dogs. 101 Dalmatians is actually a dark story. But you get... if this is 101 Dalmatians canon, I dig it. I would take this as a prequel to the 60, 70-year-old animation. Because Emma Stone sells this whole movie. She's great. It's perfect casting. And Emma Thompson plays the Cruella part. You hate her. She's the most selfish person you've ever seen in a movie. And she shits on everybody. She's disrespectful towards everybody. Everybody's beneath her. She's the epitome of success. And in the fashion world, all these snooty British rich people, no disrespect, England, that's where most of my lineage comes from. You hate this character. Emma Thompson was amazing at getting you to hate her character. Joel Fry is Jasper. And Horace, Paul Walter Hauser, is Horace. He's the majority of the comic relief. He's underrated as the character actor who's just there for laughs. I'm talking about since he popped up in whatever the first movie, Black Klansman, the first movie he ever been in or got notoriety for or whatever. The soundtrack is amazing. I love. This is probably the best soundtrack I've heard all year. I'm not go through my 10 years worth of reviews. I'm not one to always point out the soundtrack. But this one, every song was a jam I was nodding to. This movie was really good. It was funny. It was interesting. I was locked in. My only complaint is the runtime. It's like 2 hours and 14 minutes. It's not that long, but by the third act, like, I was feeling the runtime. And maybe because I watched two movies back to back, I felt my ass in a movie theater seat for almost 5 hours. So maybe it's me, maybe it's not the movie. If I give it another watch, whenever I rewatch all these live action adaptations, maybe I'll bump Cruella up another half star or so. But all in all, I really enjoyed this. It's honestly in my top 5 live action adaptations. It was flirting with top 3. For real, for real. Like I said, like, I feel like it's 2021 and we all know not a lot of movies come out in 2020. So I feel like Emma Stone has been like chilling or like not doing a lot lately. But a lot of actors have not been doing a lot lately. So with all that being said, man, in my opinion, I will say that Cruella is dope. Have you seen Cruella, man? What you think about it? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. It is in theater. It is on Disney Plus for the $30 tax. I also want to know how you watched it, because I'm telling you, like I wish more people were like of the mindset I am. If I have the chance to watch it at the theater, I'm watching it at the theater. I don't care if I can sit at home and watch it on streaming. I want the theater experience. I have recently posted a review for A Quiet Place Part 2, for Army of the Dead, for Justice Society World War II, for Wrath of Man, Spiral from the Book of Saw, if you were not aware of that. And for Those Who Wish Me Dead. I want to go see Spirit Untamed next week. I have never seen Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. I'm going to write that wrong next week too. But that'll be at home. Check Letterboxd if you want to know what I thought about that. I can't remember what comes out June 11th. If you knew that already, if you've seen my review for A Quiet Place. I am going to talk with friends on the podcast this upcoming weekend, Memorial Day episode, even though we probably won't mention Memorial Day whatsoever. 3 favorite comedies of the 21st century, man. Be on the lookout for that. It will be an entertaining discussion. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me? Watch these credits. Peace.